classmates from London, study abroad, and we are here to do a study abroad tell-all. We're going to tell you all of our deep, dark study abroad secrets. We're gonna give you the tea.
We're not gonna spill it though, because
the British blend.
Right, right. The English breakfast tea.
Okay, we made an album.
We made an album.
Hell yeah, we did.
Do we remember any of the songs? I have the list. Our album was Speaking of Abby.
Oh, that's a good one. These
That
are
was a
all
good one.
inside jokes. No, we were eating at the pub.
Because we did those giant
and you said, somebody said something about, oh my god, have you ever seen Downton Abbey?
And I said, speaking of Abby.
The first day, we had to go on this scavenger hunt around the city, and we like split up into teams by like apartments.
And we hated each other by the end.
Yeah, no, we were all really cranky that day. It was kind of horrible. And we wanted to win really bad, so we wouldn't take a lunch break. And then
I did not care.
I think we got in last, honestly. I'm thinking.
No, we weren't. We were like 7 or 7.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But we didn't want to take a lunch break because we wanted to get as much done as possible. And then at some point we just gave up and we took like a 3-hour lunch break. And we went to this pub and we had like fish and chips. And we all had like 1 glass of like wine or something.
I did not.
Oh, yeah, you did.
It was cider stuff. It was cider. It was the.
Well, I had wine.
I had
It was old.
That's all you have. Ever.
Well, because we hadn't eaten all day, some of us, but we got a little twirly. If you don't know, London has like the most
best.
Indian food ever, and they have
best.
like really good.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you're in America and there's Mexican restaurants everywhere. When you're in London, there's like Indian restaurants everywhere.
Or like when you're in California and there's like really good authentic Mexican. It's like really good authentic.
What?
London Indian food isn't like Tex-Mex.
No,
it's authentic.
Because it used to be part of the India
Because,
used to be
like,
part of the UK.
Yeah.
And California used to be Mexico.
We had 0 AC anywhere in London, and they were having a heat wave.
Like the hottest summer
It
on
was
record in
literally
years.
like 95 degrees every single day, no AC, there's no way to escape it. The first night I was there, I had to go buy a fan because I was not going to be able to live if I didn't have a fan. And
The windows opened this much.
yeah, literally this
So you
much.
couldn't even get like a good breeze going.
I tried to be a trooper for approximately 1 week, but during that entire week, I was in search of a fan and literally could not find a single place that was open or had one that was a reasonable price. It was terrible, but I finally got one in Bath.
Also, like, our kitchen would get so hot, especially when we were cooking. So we would all just move our fans from our room into the kitchen, and we had like 5 fans going at the same time. Like, my biggest thing that I hated was like being in the kitchen when it was so hot, even when the fans were going, and then getting up from the chair and realizing your butt was like stuck to the chair.
I remember waking up in the middle of the night, going to the bathroom, like filling up a cup and just like dumping water on myself, and then going back to bed.
I remember one time I had this brilliant idea. I was like, I'm gonna get a towel wet, and then I'm gonna put it in the freezer, and then I'm just gonna sleep with it on myself.
Yeah.
And honestly,
Why didn't I take
it was
Oh
a great idea.
I stuck my PJ shirt like in a Ziploc bag in the freezer.
Oh, it was such a good idea.
Locked in the Flat is the next one.
Okay,
Let's talk about it now.
Here's the real tea.
our doors were like automatic. Like think like
Electronic.
Think like a hotel.
think like
key.
hotel key. You put it against the thing and it lets you in or whatever. Well, I don't even know what happened, but one day we like got locked in. And it was
Because the lock broke.
The lock completely broke, and
So-
we wouldn't unlock the door, but we couldn't get out of the flat. We could get out of our bedrooms, but we couldn't get out of the flat, so we were all quite literally locked in the flat.
We couldn't even escape through the windows because they opened this much.
With somebody's scene partner, wasn't somebody? No.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
It was Corinne.
Because Jordan was rehearsing with me and then left, and we're pretty sure it was when he left with the flat lock.
Yeah.
They took lock.
Yeah, so it wasn't just
Thank you,
the 6
Jordan
of us.
Kilgore.
We had an extra person in with us, and we were like all locked in.
And it took like 2.5 hours for them to actually.
Oh, it took longer than
Was
2
it longer?
hours.
It was
4
a long
hours.
time.
And he was like, they're gonna have to order a whole new lock.
Yeah.
You guys are basically out of luck.
It never got fixed. Oh, yeah, it wasn't unlocked the entire time. What was his name, Tim?
That's what it was!
But there was also the hashtag FreeTim2K18.
Okay, so what happened was a boy who had just literally moved into these dorms like that day.
He landed that day.
Yeah, he had been awake for like 24 hours or something crazy.
He was from like Wisconsin or something.
Yeah, he accidentally walked into our flat
it was propped open with like a towel.
We propped it up with a towel. And he was confused and accidentally walked into our flat instead of his own. And the building is a little bit confusing. There's about 1,000 doors you have to go through to get into your flat. Yes. And so he walked into our flat, and when he did, he kicked the towel out of the way because he was like, why did my roommates hold the door with a towel? Yeah. And so he kicked the towel out of the way, and that's how we got locked in part 2 with a stranger.
And several more scene partners.
Yeah, I had been working with my scene partner in the kitchen, and all of a sudden this guy comes in that I don't know, and he goes, hi, you don't know me, but we're trapped in here. I was like, hello?
So I scared out of my mind, so I stayed in my room the whole time because stranger.
Well, and that's like the weird thing is, I think I was doing like dialects homework, or I was doing something in my room, and I didn't even realize that we'd gotten locked in again until about 20 minutes later when I started, like, when I checked my phone, and I was like, why do I have 3 million texts?
So picture this on the night that we got locked in our flat with a stranger. Avery,
still a stranger.
He was super sweet, still a stranger though. Avery slept through the entire thing. I cried. Ask me why. Couldn't tell you. I cried and also got everyone really upset. Abby makes friends with the stranger.
He came back and he brought me a thing of Doritos.
And he was cute too.
Mallory had a crush on the stranger. Carolyn had no idea anything was happening. And Lindsay, where were you?
I was in the shower, and then I got out of the shower mid-fiasco and was like, what in the world is going on? Mm-hmm. And that's when I met Tim.
So we went and had high tea, which is just like
which
fancy.
Does not mean there's no weed in it.
It's just like fancy afternoon tea.
Yeah, with cake.
It's literally just like this. It's
little,
regular
oh my
tea.
god, and the scones, the scones.
No,
the
clotted cream.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, I really like the clotted cream, so I would just like eat it with my fingers.
You and me both.
Okay, that was disturbing.
I literally went twice while we were in Stratford because it was so good.
And we were only there for about
3 days.
3 days.
The high tea thing, I had never heard that term before, and so I proceeded to say, high tea? Is that tea with weed in it? And I guess I thought I was funny, but it made the album, so.
Nicole gets a call from her brother and her dad.
Oh my gosh.
Asking what Henny's means.
Henny, okay, Henny, or plural, Hennies. Hennies. Great. Okay, I made a post about my fan because I was really excited, and I said, nothing better than a fan in London, Henny, or something like that. Okay, literally all that is the word honey with something funny put on it.
Oh my god.
Okay? It's just a funny way of saying the word honey, and I got 2 phone calls in one high tea session asking what it meant.
When you were on the phone, you were like, listen, I need you to be quiet because I'm at high tea and I can't. And you were like, literally like, I'm at high tea and I can't.
A butterfly garden. I want to go to a butterfly garden. And so we went to the butterfly garden, and the thing with butterfly gardens, I had never been to one before, and the reason that the butterflies land on you is because you're sweating and they want to drink your sweat. And so
I didn't know this.
Yes. And so I was the sweatiest person.
You were all
not surprised.
I had all these butterflies like landing on me, and it was so magical. And there were these little birds that were like this big, and they looked like baby chicks. And they were just like iguanas wandering about. Yes.
That's
You
really
didn't tell us about no iguana?
Yeah, we never heard about the iguana.
This is a whole different story than what we
never
heard. We didn't get a detailed description.
No, and the people who worked in the butterfly garden were walking around with these little squirt guns. And when they came like up to an iguana, they would like squirt a stream of water, and the iguana would open its mouth and drink the water from
Oh
the
my
squirt gun.
gosh.
All of them were at the Duchess of Malfi.
And the
I was honestly like kind of like tired of seeing like really dramatic shows. It was like really draining me. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go see a movie. And so I was like, I'm gonna go see Mamma Mia 2, okay? I'm gonna go see
This is the worst.
And
This is the main thing I
this is
made
in Stratford?
Yeah. Remember she went to that super bougie movie?
Yes,
Yeah.
but I thought it was
Let
so
me
good.
tell the story.
I go to this movie theater and I was like, so can I get a ticket to Mamma Mia at this time? They were like, well, we only have one ticket left and there's 2 of you. Do you want to like not see it together? I was like, no. They were like, okay, so you can see it at the other time, but it's like a little bit more expensive. I was like, okay, we'll do that. That's fine. Little do we know, we come back and they're like playing ABBA music, serving these like Greek like foods, and they're like handing out popcorns and stuff, and just everyone gets a champagne glass, and then like you drink one sip and they're like, you want me to top that off for you? They just keep coming by and like filling up your glass. So we didn't know that we were at some like opening night like Mamma Mia 2 event, and we got bottomless champagne. Inside the movie theater, they were like these couches with like pillows on them, and so you and your like friend got to like sit on the couch or whatever, and waiting at our seats we had chocolate and popcorn, and then they would just like come by throughout the movie and like refill your glass and stuff, and like people were like getting up and like dancing and like running around the theater and like singing and stuff. It was so fun. I was like, what the heck?
Here's why we were bitter about it though, because we all talked about when we got back to London going to the movie as a flat, and then Abby springs on us that she went to an opening night event on accident, like a celebrity, and we're all like, wow, okay, whatever, we'll never have it this good. And I still haven't seen that movie.
I still haven't seen it. Wait, I own it.
Wait, let's watch it.
We have our own opening night event.
This is an Avery thing.
Okay, so we had a full day of classes, and then we had our first and only dress rehearsal for Bad Shakespeare. Put on my Shakespearean garb, and it's a costume meant for a man, and I'm not shaped like a man. And I like put on the pants, I'm like, it's kind of snug. And I was like, it'll be fine. And in the show, we had a dance number.
A hip-hop dance.
Hip-hop. Go for the final pose, which... Anyway, I go for the final pose, and I hear the most, like, straight out of a bad comedy movie, like, ripping sound.
Why don't you tell us what your final pose was real quick?
Okay, just imagine downward dog, but, like, your butt facing the audience. That was my pose. And I was dancing a little bit in front of Avery, and not just me, but everyone in this number
She was
heard this sound. It wasn't like a little tear. No, it was the whole thing. Like my butt was out.
And Avery did not wear the right
I
type
did
of
not
undies
wear
that
the
day.
right type of underwear. I was not prepared. And so thankfully Nicole stood right behind me, and we waddled back to the dressing room. We were like the most fun, like flat. Like we truly like all got along so well. Like truly loved each other.
Like even when we hated each other, we still loved each other.
Yeah, and like I would have not wanted to like be living with any other people. Like it truly was so much fun.
No tea, no shade. Just love these ones.
Yeah, no. Like literally everyone that went on the trip was like amazing. Like there were 24 of us, and everyone was incredible. It was really, really awesome.
We literally just talked for like ever, and so my other camera died. So this is us wrapping it up. Thank you so much for watching.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.